We have to talk about Trevor Bauer stuff, don't we?
I mean, you might have to.
Reportedly, the Dodgers have very serious, air quotes, interest in the 2020 National League Cy Young Award winner, who, again, remind you, only pitched in the National or in the Central, which is filled with mostly terrible teams. Passan and the boys, all of the air quote insiders put the link between the Dodgers and Bauer out there last week. This time, Bauer and his air quote again agent did not refute the claims. I don't know if they were just busy those days, so they didn't tweet that much, so they could inject themselves into the rumors and feel important, or is this a sign that conversations could be a little bit more real than many Dodger fans want to believe? I mean, there's a large sect that would love to have that. Purely pitching, I think we would all love to have it, but there's a lot that comes along with it, and a lot that I don't know if I'm ready to take as a Dodger fan.
Yeah, I mean, from one sense, if you cover the Dodgers in any definition of the word, whatever that means for you, if you're a business or something that covers the Dodgers or relates to the Dodgers, on one hand, having Trevor Bauer around gives you a little bit more access to things, gives you probably a little bit more to talk about, and that's great, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's always a good thing. We've talked about it before. His personality, the things that he does don't really fit what the Dodgers like out of people, don't like out of athletes. They're very quiet about things. They keep things really close to the chest. They keep things in-house really well. Even Dave Roberts is like that, where he wants to keep things between his players. He wants to keep conversations that he's had pretty much between him and his players. And I respect that. I like that a lot. I think that says a lot about a manager, and I think that players respond well to it. You think about personalities that are on this team. You think about like a Corey Seager or a Clayton Kershaw, even a Mookie Betts. These are guys who are not like super involved with the media talking about things all the time and trying to put things out there. These are guys who are trying to play the game of baseball, win ball games, and win a World Series. And to me, not necessarily that he doesn't want to. It's not necessarily that he doesn't want to win a World Series. That's not what I'm saying. But it just doesn't seem to be a fit on paper for me. There's a lot of things that are red flags that don't quite match up. I think he matches up elsewhere really well.
Yeah. Again, if it comes down to just pitching, I think that he would match up just about anywhere, or would mix together just about anywhere. But there's so much that just I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now. Just like on that like top level of how Bauer operates and how the Dodgers operates, there's a huge division on which way they want to go. Dodgers, like you said, they want to be quiet, and that would not be the option that Bauer prefers. And I see eventually brewing animosity coming out of that if he can't vlog in the game or in the damn weight room. Yeah, there's just a lot of potential for headaches that I think the Dodgers are not interested in, and I do not blame them. And you really have to weigh. It's like, okay, how important is this? I don't know, 3.6 ERA, and well, I mean, if he gets his way, 40 starts against all of the commotion and things that will undoubtedly follow Trevor Bauer and that whole cycle. And again, I just cannot see the Dodgers and the Bauer camp meeting in the middle on that. I mean, we saw last week something as stupid and little and insignificant and simple as Rob Hill, Dodgers coordinator. I think it's making noise. I'm gonna turn off the noise. He posted himself in a Rachel Luba like shirt. Not her personal shirt, but for her, again, air quote, agency. And the world blew up, and he had to delete the post because everybody's like, oh my God, it's confirmed. Trevor Bauer's going to Dodge, blah, blah, blah. Something that simple just created a ruckus. I mean, we thought
yeah,
things...
Never mind the fact that Trevor Bauer is just a driveline guy.
Yeah.
And obviously it makes sense that they would be connected and they would be friends, and never mind all that. Just the fact that he's wearing a Rachel Luba shirt, everybody freaked out. And I thought it was funny in the moment, the fact that like something that simple could make people go nuts. If Chris Archer throws at a Dodger facility and is not signed, then I don't think a shirt wearing an agent shirt means anything by Not everything means
Fair.
something, guys. Just remember that. Sometimes it
Wait,
does. Sometimes things do mean
what do you
things.
mean by that
Not ev-
though?
exactly. Yeah, I mean, you take into account all of that. I mean, if you took everything away from him, like if I knew nothing about him except for his on the field, and that's it. That's all I knew about him. I would still tell you that he's not worth what he wants, and that's and that's a sad reality when you look at it, because you do have to factor in those other things.
Mhm.
As a franchise, you have to factor in what's best for your team, what's best for your players, what's best for your fans, all of that. The dude probably wants to break the annual average record for a pitcher, and that's currently Garrett Cole, which is, I think, if I'm correct, is like $36 million a year. You can, please correct me if I'm wrong, but he's probably shooting for $38 to $40 million a year, and I'm not paying anybody that kind of money. I'll pay Mookie that money. Mookie can have however much money he wants for the rest of his life. I don't care, but I'm not paying Trevor Bauer that.
Yeah, he absolutely wants to secure a hefty bag. If he just wants to be that guy. He wants to have that AAV record. He doesn't care so much about the years, I think. I think it'll be tough for him to get a 10, 12, 13-year contract, as he's just not that kind of guy. He doesn't have that track record. But, coming out the season he had, knowing what he's putting into himself to prove that he can keep coming back each year, there's money out there for sure. I don't know if it's that much. I don't know if it's the highest paid baseball player to ever live in one season. It's just, no. A lot of that doesn't mesh to me. Pastor Juan Laredo over on the YouTube saying, I agree. Trevor Bauer has a lot of drama. We can find someone else with less drama and with a better arm. Definitely could. And the Dodgers probably.
Josiah Gray. They could find Josiah Gray.
Say we have that in house with JoJo Gray. We got Tony Gonsolin, who was phenomenal in 2020. And he's also trying to decide whether or not he should get a dog. I guess his girlfriend wants to get him a dog or wants him to get a dog. So go vote on Tony's Twitter page there. A few more. Logan Jones on Twitter saying Trevor Bauer vlogs will be lit. It will open up the players and the team chemistry. It could, but I don't think there's any question about the team chemistry as it is. Even without JT, if he doesn't come back. This is a very, very tight-knit group of players.
Right.
If anything, adding somebody of that, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll call it like kind of an entourage with it. I think that could lead to more disruption or anything. Like, imagine if Puig was vlogging back in 2012 and 2013, the headaches that would have been involved with that.
Yeah, no way.
I mean, we remember when Puig Snapchatted him on the bus with the minor leaguers when he got sent down and everything blew up. Now imagine that a lot worse and a lot more potentially. I don't know. This is a lot of things. Jeffrey B says, I'll pass on Bauer. No thanks. And that's where we'll wrap up the Bauer talk. This is a lot more we could get into, but I don't feel like getting that deep right now. I'm going to pass on that.